Well, today I heard an old rumor out there. Well, spoiler alert, it's untrue like a lot of rumors. Oh my, there's sure been a few people, well maybe less than a few, seem to have a idea why I'd go out and get a travel trailer and go on down to Florida. Well, I could wonder about that myself. I've quite a few people. But, they have a thing called snowbirds. When you have a lot of time on your hands and you think about it, you say, well, maybe I can chase 70 or 80 degree weather. Well, yeah, why not? And then, of course, everybody's out there guessing. Is there an alternative motive for it? It's no big deal, fellas. I'm just getting itchy to try to fill some of my time in. And it looks like you guys have been filling it in for me. Unfortunately, I can't fulfill all your dreams out there that you have. I know some of you seem to think that I must have some sort of a crush on Michelle Preston. Well, for one thing, she's way, way too young for me. In case you don't know it, yeah, I'm in my 80s. I thought this hair would give it away, what's left of it, but it's gray. It's not snow up there, that's gray. Almost white. It's closer to white than it is gray even. So, sorry to disappoint you, but in my terms, she's just a youngster. Now, the person that decided to talk about it is so infatuated with her, he can't leave her alone. He's taken more pictures of her than any other male out there. Well, ask her. Ask Michelle. Say, Michelle, when they're home, who comes by daily and likes to take pictures of you? And who's doing everything they can to make you famous? I mean, all of a sudden, this guy must really be jealous to think that I was going to go down there and ask you to marry me. Well, it's kind of like Henry VIII said, I made a big mistake there. Oh, no. But, all kidding aside, Michelle and I are not an item. And on top of that, John's got his hands pulled down there. To me, is what it looks like. And I don't want to go down there and get the mix of things. I know that Mr. J.H., he must be really, really infatuated because I have never heard of anybody that was so enthused with a female. He seems to thrive on every move this poor woman takes. And I don't think she's interested in him, but then, I don't know. All I can tell you is, from all the looks of things, he sure must love her. And I'm not laughing at her, okay? Here, again, he's a lot closer to her age than I am. And quite frankly, I prefer somebody that grew up when I did. That way we have something to talk about. Of course, I understand. Maybe he has other plans. I know that he's trying to accumulate as much as he can down there of Otter Creek. And if he has to marry somebody, I suppose, I don't know, maybe that's in the near realm. I haven't heard anybody make any announcements, but as jealous as he is of everything that she does down there, I'm assuming that he's probably ready to pop the question anytime. Would you like to be a fly on the wall listening to that? This is just my opinion, obviously. I have no idea if he really has that intention or not. I mean, it's a good way to get more property if you want, and it don't cost anything to do something like that. And he would be number 8 on the list there, and he knows none of them can keep up with her. I don't know what makes him think he can. Oh, maybe John gave him some pointers. I don't know. But Jeremy, all I can say is, good luck with that. Maybe she won't turn you down. It seems like she's a little pissed at you most of the time. So I don't know. Turn your charm on. Go in there and just do what you have to do. It's just one more piece of property, and you probably wouldn't have to stick around long to get it. So, hey, that's the way it is. Of course, you realize you got to pay John his interest on the property before you could take it. Oh, yeah. Well, he won't give the property up, I don't think. But there you see, that's something you never know. Now, I might be going down there to buy property. I heard that there's a piece of swamp property down there for sale, and the owner doesn't use it much anymore. And there's a big outfit down there that likes to use stuff like that for hunting. But because of the fact that it's in the city limits, it has limitations. And it is wet ground. That gets into federal and state legalities for starting any kind of business there or utilizing it for things like that. So anyway, it was time to at least investigate. Now, my understanding is you can have trailers on that place. Now, I don't know about that. They tell me this, that the septic don't work too well, but I think you hand buckets out when people come to visit. So, and somebody told me you have an overabundance of buckets. It seems like you raided Lowe's and you got all those little buckets at a special discount, and you've been reselling them. It's better save a few. People may come visiting, and you're going to want to treat them right. I mean, royalty, right? You may have to put a big, almost like a funnel, so they can funnel into that little bucket and hope they don't have diarrhea or something. It'd be kind of like my bucket runneth over. Oh, let's see. No, yeah, I thought it was a pretty big joke when somebody told me that you were so worried about me trying to be the 8th husband of Michelle. And just because I bought a travel trailer. Here's the thing. I've had all kinds of motorhomes and travel trailers, and you name it. The tents I didn't like. I spent too much time in them when I was in the Army, and I didn't particularly care for it. I've camped in the mountains, and that was not fun. Of course, maybe it was when you're out there in the dense forest and stuff, and in a tent, there's not much between you and whatever else is out there. You do a few years of that, and you get tired of wandering. Now, as it is, I got out of there without a scratch. I was pretty lucky I take that back. I do have metal in this eye right here, right in the very center of it. A little chip went in there and caused a major scar. Dead center, just like a target. Oh, they took that out, though, a long time ago and did the best they could, right? Oh, that was another thing I could thank the Army for. Oh, what else we got here? I guess, too, there's been a lot of other rumors out there. I know I have talked to some realtors down there, and not in Otter Creek, but in some places that have better standing within the community. And it looks like I'm going to be busy when I'm down there. I'm interested in at least 2 different spots down there that have possibilities for future growth. And within that, one of them has got quite an expansion getting ready to pop off, which makes sense. You know, when you get into the center of Florida, you don't have to worry as much about the strength of a hurricane, but you still have to worry about water. And you want to make sure that you get up high enough so that you don't get flooded out during one of these bad storms, or that you're able to waterproof things enough so that the high water mark won't get into your foundation. In any case, looking at stuff like that would be a matter of watching all the other property in the area to see how they've done, and trying to skip around the different hurricanes as they come in can be quite a deal. One of my trips down there, I didn't quite get there before the hurricane closed all the roads down in Florida, and I was not able to get into the state. I would do my best to get down between them. And I don't like to fly anymore, but I would if I had to close the deal if I do. As far as other things, obviously I've got my hands full. I'm trying to close out some stuff up here too. I have no intention of selling anything out up in this part of the country. And one of the things I need to do, obviously, is to get on legal terms with several different lawyers I've been talking to. Yeah, not a rumor. You know, years ago, I spent a lot of time in business and very successful at the things that I took on. And I still have different people down there that I did business with, believe it or not, almost 40 years ago. Some people know me by business reputation, and I'm hoping that when I get down there, some of that will help in some of those endeavors that I would like to take on. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go back into business. It's just not worth it. I've only got so many years out there to enjoy myself, and I have no intention of wasting it by trying to get the last buck out of somebody. Although there's people out there who want to get my last dollar. You know, I don't have that type of aggressive nature about me. I just take it as it comes and hope that I've made the right decisions. And you know, your reward is whatever it is. You either got it or you didn't. But you move on to the next oasis and see if there's water there, if you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you that actually listen to that fella, when you really want to know something, just go ahead and come on into my channel. And as long as you're not mean about it, I'll probably answer you back, or if I can give credence to it in any way, I'll sure do my best. What you see is what I really am. I'm a fellow that retired. Business-wise, I had a successful life. I loved it when I was doing it. If I have to go back and do some of it again to get things going, well, then maybe I'll have to. I don't know. You already know that I'm going to probably do something with this channel. I am going to try to get some help with it. I'm not an expert in the business, but I can hire an expert. That's the wonderful thing about having been in business at one time. I still know enough people to get things done that have to be done. And I've been told that I better get off my butt and stand up tall and face the consequences of the actions. Most of them that have come by with suggestions like that are dead set against me ever doing anything. They think that I'm going to be led to the slaughter and pay dearly for it. Those that believe that don't know me, and they don't know what my intentions really are. Now, I know you have guesses about why I would go out. And by the way, I actually have purchased something. Yeah. You see, once I make a decision, I don't let the grass grow under me. I'm busy, moving, and doing the things that I have to do to accomplish the task that I'm about. And I don't necessarily think I should let it all out there. After all, I'm going to need something to talk about on here, right? So if I take off across the country and decide to invest somewhere else as well, so that I can go from place to place, not that I want to be hard to find, obviously, but I've heard there's some places that are off grid, and I did buy something that would help me in that endeavor, but I'm just not sure where to drop it off at. But I want to use it a little bit to visit places and talk to people I haven't talked to for a while. Some of them I want to meet for the first time, and I intend on doing that. The people I talked to in the last couple of weeks have given me an insight of the things it's going to take to move forward with these endeavors that I'm about. And am I going to keep you guessing? I don't have to. There's somebody out there that's going to tell you the stories. And I'm going to let him take the first bite out of it, okay? Because I know you want to be entertained, and you have been for the last few years. I mean, how much can you be entertained over a dispute between a neighbor? Lord help us all. At least with this, it's going to be new things to talk about. They'll give them plenty of things to look over. And if they can figure out my next trip, that'll be pretty good, because really, I've kind of let the cat out of the bag saying that I planned on making it to Florida. But I didn't say really when for sure. Could be my first stop. It could also be my last stop. The only thing you can be sure of is I've already started the process. That you can count on. And you'll get to see some of the preliminary things that I'm doing. I'm just not going to tell you what the completion will be with that. Oh, by the way, I plan on putting a lot more videos up. And I'll try to keep them all under the 20-minute. And I realize 20 minutes is a long time to listen to somebody babble, as I put it up here. And I know they said that people like me with the sudden dementia of age, that there's no way I can talk so that you'll understand. Well, let's see. I showed you I could talk fast. And I naturally have a slow pace. I'm not sure what else I can do in between to let you know that, hey, there's still a little bit up here yet. I haven't completely emptied the cup that's up there. I still have a lot of things, I was going to say up my sleeve, but that's a pretty short sleeve. And I don't want to make fun of me in particular, but at least they have some fodder now for next week, or even, what the heck, there's a few days left this week. So let's see what they say next. Let's listen to it. And if you get a chance, and if you can see well enough, you'll be able to look at it. But here's the thing. From what I've seen, there's a lot of you can see and you can hear, but you don't interpret either. Because you come to my channel and you start saying things that aren't true, or asking questions that have been answered years ago. Or you didn't even look at what we were talking about in the video that you're making remarks about. Such is the world. It never used to be like that. People were more detailed. They thought for themselves. Now it seems like there's a lot of sheep out there that follow a leader. I never seen so many people that love Kool-Aid. Never. Well, I take that back. There was a guy named Jim Jones. Seems to me he had something to do with Guyana. There you go. Yeah, he bought a patch of jungle and had people cleared it. And then he spent days and days and days giving lectures. Yep. And feeding people Kool-Aid, obviously. So with tongue-in-cheek, I'm going to get off here today, give you a little bit of opinion. I give you some leads of what I might be doing, or maybe not, who knows. But I have started the process. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Time is running out. See you guys later. I hope you got a chuckle.